I'm Chelsea. I'm the VP of Business Development.
And we're here to present our company, Grubrunner. So the way this company started was, I took my dad to his very first hockey game about 2 years ago. Back in his college days, he was a big fan of hockey, but he never got a chance to go to a live event. And so, I wanted to make a special night for him and wanted to go all out. And so, we got great seats. I bought him a jersey, and he was sharing stories of some of the favorite players he grew up watching as a kid. And, I remember he turned to me and said, "I'm having the best time ever." And to be honest, it was a really special father-son moment. And I think that's really what sports is about. It's about bringing people together, basking in that energy, having a great time, and reliving those experiences. But it was interrupted by the fact that we had to stand in line for 30 minutes to get food. So it kind of led to the fruition of what we're doing today.
And so our mission is to create a memorable and satisfying experience for all sports fans. And we want to provide them with an in-seat food delivery service. So not only to VIPs, but to all fans inside the stadium. So basically what we want to do is provide your fans the ability to miss the lines and not the action, which is our tagline. And so we've come up with a revolutionary platform that allows fans to send a text message and order their food directly from their phone and have food delivered right to their seats. And originally we had an app, but after beta testing and a lot of trial and error, we found that making it more simple and using a text messaging platform allowed it to become easier, more reliable, and universal, so everyone could use it. It wasn't just focused on downloading an app while you're sitting in a stadium. It was simple, quick, send a text message. And we want to make it easy for fans. So we also want to let you know that not only do we provide the technology, we also run the operations, and we have a full-blown marketing strategy that allows our clients to grow their revenue. And so how it works is each team has their own keyword, and they would text the keyword to our number. So for example, one of our current clients is the University of Arizona, and their keyword is bear down. So clients would text bear down to 888-111, and soon they'd receive a photo of the menu and instructions on how to order. So once they text in their order, we would, on our end, get that order, place it, and then in no time, somebody would be delivering their food right to their seats. It's that simple.
And the best part is, this makes money. So currently, 30% of fans don't order at games because of the long lines. And we're essentially tapping into a market that you guys are really not capitalizing on. And so not only that, but fans are spending twice as much with our service as opposed to standing in line. And on-demand delivery is the second fastest growing trend in the market today. And fans are lazy and they are willing to pay for the convenience, so we're trying to take advantage of that to some extent. And so, one of our customers was a mom, and she had 3 kids, and she had trouble walking up and down the stairs. She ended up ordering 4 times that game, and she told us that she loved the service, and it was one of the most fantastic experiences she's ever had. Our first ever customer was a woman in a wheelchair. She was a really sweet old lady, and she told us how easy and hassle-free the service was, so much so that she gave a $20 tip to the runner. And so what you're seeing right here is the cost breakdown of the order and what fans were paying on average for our service. They're spending about $24.50. So typically you have a food cost and labor of 30%. You have a 5% cost of runners to run the service. Your administrative costs come out to about 10%, and then we take on a 10% cut of that. So you're making roughly $11 for every order in additional revenue. What I want to add is that this does not include any type of alcohol sales. So, at any professional venues, this number would be a lot higher. So we project that we would be hitting 10% in our first year, and we'd be netting about $8,000 for a section of 10,000 people. So if we're doing a football stadium of 50,000 people, we're doing $40,000 in profit for every single game. So not only is this a service that improves the fan experience, but it's a really lucrative opportunity to get behind. Thank you, guys.
Any questions?
So how do fans know what's available to order if they're texting it into you?
So what we would do is text them the menu, and whatever stadium we're working with would give us what's on the menu. We would customize the menu and send them almost like a picture, just a text message to their phone, so they can open the picture, look at what they want, and then another text message will come in with the instructions on how to order it. So then you would text in what you want to order based off of the menu that each stadium provides.
So how is the payment processed through that?
So we have two types of ways of processing payment. We can take cash or card. Cash is paid upon delivery, and card is we would send them a link to load, and they would pay on the website. And we make the website in such a way that it's very easy and reliable to load, because in stadium environments, it's really, really hard, especially if you don't have a distributed antenna system or DAS.
And do you operate independently of the concessionaire then?
No, we work with the concessionaire. We partner with them, and so they provide us with the menu, what they want to serve, and it's a full-on collaboration.
So when you partner in with the concessionaire and the facility, are you mainly just giving them the software, or are you providing also the labor of the runners?
So what we do is we provide the on-site management in some sense. So we provide the brain of the operation, and then they provide us the runners, so like the brute force to kind of muscle through everything. So we are running the operation for them. It's just that they provide us with the labor to execute on what we want to do.
And are there any roadblocks with any other facilities you're talking to about alcohol, beer, and wine sales?
So if we were to if we were to do alcohol sales, we would just need to be on their ABC license. They would just sign us on. It takes about a process of about 6 months to do that, but should be no hassle.
What have you found for approximate delivery times when somebody places an order?
Well, it all varies. I mean, if you're getting a huge surge, it can go up to about 20 minutes, but typically it's about 7 to 10 minutes.
And I also want to add that the technology on the receipts that are printed once the orders are placed what we've done is we've created a way to map the stadium. And so on the ticket, it will tell the runner the quickest way to get to that seat through seat mapping, which we would do before we go into the stadium and set up.
So just to elaborate a little bit more, so on your receipt, you will see the section, the row, and the seat. And they'll also tell the aisle number on the receipt. So the runner will know, oh, I have to go down aisle 14, and this is where the customer is sitting. And so everything is customized on that receipt.
Who was the food service supplier you worked with in Arizona?
It was in-house. So they had a student union that was running the operation out there. So we work with them, but we're speaking to a lot of other sports teams. So we're working with outside concessionaires like Levy Restaurants, Aramark. So. Very interesting question and a great question. So we would take all the credit card sales because we're processing the transactions for them. For the cash sales, they would collect the cash on their hand, and then we would handle the balance between them.
So does that clear out every night, or what's the reconciliation process that you go
I mean, it varies by client if they want to do it every week, if they want to do it after every game.
specifically you, the University of Arizona, how are you handling it?
We would do it every 2 weeks.
Every 2 weeks? Yes. Okay. And then what was you were the 10% margin, so you bake in your cost in there? Is that how you guys are, what the pricing
So we charge for every 10,000 people that we're serving, we charge a $3,000 fee per game, along with a 10% cut.
So you charge $3,000 per game?
Yes.
Any other questions?
Is that the current relationship that you have with U of A right now? They're paying $3,000 a game?
Yes.
This must be good for the school. It must have a good endowment. I don't know.
I just want to point out he's our competitor, so that's why where all those questions are coming from.
Stuff that we have to work with.
Absolutely. Happy hour is on our way. All right.
Good.
Any more questions?
We're good. Good job.
All right, cool. Thank you, guys.